started, you know that I will love you. Lately since we parted, I truly know that I need you. I give it all up for 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 you. Yes, 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 I would. Totally broken hearted, guilty of what I did to you. Lately since we parted, I truly know that I need you. Yes, I do, because I give it all up for you. 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 Yes, 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 I would. Come on. I really love you. Come on, I give it all up for you. 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 Yes, 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 I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Hey, yeah. Yes, I would. Hey, yeah. Yes, I would. Something got me started. Hey, yeah. Something got me started. You got to 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 something got me started. Take it out.
Test one, test two, test one, test two. Test, test, test. Good. Say that again, Kevin.
Nobody told me it'd be a test tonight.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a
I didn't
test or not.
study for it.
All right. Had to clear my head there for a second, but anyway, we're going to get back into this.
Welcome to the Gorgeous George Show.
Yes, welcome to
For all you people just tuning in.
welcome to the world of make-believe. Yes.
It sounds like Studio 54 in here, all that. Give it up to you. Yeah, hey,
Well, you
hey,
know,
baby.
I mean, it is. Is that bubblegum music? Well, no, it's not bubblegum music. It's music that was music that you can understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a recap of, for those tuning in, what you were talking about.
We're talking about some stuff about the SPCA. We're talking about the actual stuff with the compassionate care, the SPCA. We're talking about the fact that my animal, that I lost my animal here to brain cancer, and I've already brought that all up and spoke about that. All right, now I am going to go in a different direction here. We're going to still talk about this because it is something that is very depressing and it bothers me. Hey, Roosevelt, come here a second, man. Roosevelt, you back there? Yeah. Show me what you were showing me before. I wasn't paying attention to what you were showing me. You can just point. Yeah. This. So if we're gonna do, yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then disconnect. Okay, that's fine. All right, so there you go.
You're showing us the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain now.
We're showing it. And that's right. Franklin Delano Roosevelt is in the house tonight. We
had a séance.
We dug him up, and he's here.
You need a flashlight and 2 shovels if you want to see Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Right. Well, I mean, we go to the Hollywood Cemetery and get John Tyler out. There you go.
We can get Jefferson Davis out too.
That's right. All right. Where are we at? So this is serious flow. This is not something to joke. This is serious stuff we're talking about here. I have beat my head about this. Yes, my dog. Of course, then he developed cancer in the brain. Actually, it spread. It was metastasized. Metastasized cancer is fastly rapid spread cancer, and it was found he had this cancer in his brain, and that's why, of course, what I said I wasn't going to do, and adamantly said I wasn't going to do. It's what I did, and so it was kind of putting me in a bad state of mind, bad mood. All right. Normally we're on here jovial and we're joking and we're doing this and we're doing bathroom humor and we're shocking everybody. And
this is our least funny show.
Well, it's what it is.
Has a lot of competition, but this is our least funny show.
It is what it is. It's not anything to say. I mean, I do jokes. We do political satire, bathroom humor, but this is something that's serious. This is real. This is not. This is not make believe. This is not staged. This is real. See, and the finality of it is what it is. So, I want to uncover some other stuff here beyond what I'm going through. Now, you know that when you get your animal pet food, you know about pet food and dog food and whatever you feed your animal. Right? It says to you, oh, it's got carotene, it's got vegetables, it's got all the good stuff in there. Well, let me tell you what this pet food has got. And this is something that a friend of mine told me to talk about also, too, that blew my eye sockets out of my eyes when I actually saw this with my own eyes. That the stuff that's in dog food is feces, dead animals, dead dogs, dead cats, rats, and feces, and all other kinds of stuff that you would not even want to imagine or consider about even thinking about it. Granted, we have food, and of course, we have protein, we have meat, we have cows, we eat cows. Of course, that's what we eat for steaks and whatnot, and we have our poultry through chicken and eggs and dairy products and whatnot. But at least the Food and Drug Administration delegates and regulates what you can obtain, delegates and regulates what you can eat. All right? They have a great say in what is involved in what you're eating. But the Food and Drug Administration doesn't care. Okay? They don't care what's in animal food. So in essence, what's going on here is that animals are eating dead animals. Animals are eating feces. Animals are eating rats. Animals are eating stuff unmentionable. Roadkill. Anything you can think of.
They're eating their own kind. They're dead dogs. No one should be eating dogs. And what you're trying to say, I think, in a nutshell, is that that parts of dogs are used in dog food, which turns them into unwilling cannibals.
Well, what I'm saying is, let's be aware of what's going on here. I mean, you don't want to believe this. What the hell, Beneful and frickin' Dog Chow and Purina and all these frickin' dog food places that have actual food in these boxes and containers and whatnot, and they're actually, they're supposed, and makes your dog wag his tail. Makes your dog strong and erect. I mean, okay, and I'm trying to be funny now, but that's not. But the bottom line is, it's nothing to joke about. It is something that is ridiculous. People need to be aware of what is in dog food. The Food and Drug Administration has to crack the whip. They don't care. the Food and Drug Administration has to do and be involved in what the dogs are eating. And this is why animals live to be at an age. This is why animals don't live to be a long and prosper age, because of cancer developing, cells developing, any kind of cancer cells. So this is appalling. This is absolutely appalling. It makes me want to puke. It's sickening. And yet, it's there.
You know, the mad cow disease in England was and hoof and mouth disease. A lot of these diseases that we get from cows, that cows get, I should say, is because a lot of the feed, all these fancy feeds that they give cows now to boost their muscles and everything and create more meat, are from pieces of the meal they use, which is full of which cows are vegetarians, and when you toss in beef into their meal to bring up their, it makes them cannibal, and it causes mad cow disease. I mean, and all this stuff about the, and the Food and Drug Administration, the USDA, and everything. If it's because, and the only reason why human food is protected a little better than animal food is because of these agencies. And if we elect certain parties like during the George W. Bush years, when they kind of took a lot of restrictions off the USDA and made it easier for them to sell us tainted beef and everything, the same could happen to us. But let this be a warning to people what's going on with dogs and cats and animal food. So,
well, we gotta be aware. We gotta be very vigilant about this.
Yeah. Did you see that kid who licked the taco shells at Taco Bell? I mean, this is why you got to be careful of anything you put in your body. You put, I'm a bit of a health nut, and when I see stuff like that, I say, well, that the buyer beware, caveat emptor. Yeah.
We are oblivious to these things. It's unknown. It's just totally being oblivious, and people not knowing what they're doing. People not knowing. Oh, well, not being educated. Okay. That's what we're talking about. People not being educated to know the difference. And this is an eye-opener. This is a bulging, wide, eye socket eye-opener to see with your own eyes exactly what the hell is going on here. And this is nothing. This is nothing to sneeze at. This is nothing to lay low on. This is serious stuff. And the bottom line is, there needs to be something done about this, because, everybody's. I was oblivious to it. This is serious business. This is serious stuff, and something the authorities need to get involved in. This is almost criminal. It's almost criminal that this is done, and this isn't being allowed. And yet these people can advertise their food. They might as well advertise, yes, get some free roadkill here at PetSmart. Get some roadkill. If you want to eat a gerbil, come on over here and let your dog eat it. Eat it whole here at PetSmart. Once again, I'm trying to be light, but it's.
I'm never going to PetSmart again.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're selling.
It's serious stuff here, no doubt.
You got to be. I remember when I was a kid, they sold it horse meat. They don't sell horse meat in America anymore. They sell it in France and places like that. Anything with a cheval in it,
right?
Don't the chevalier. But for the longest time, wild mustangs were used in dog food. I mean, these wonderful animals that run in the desert, like in the Electric Horseman. They were being killed and used in dog food.
Look,
dogs. It was all right for dogs to eat it.
We just had a phone call. I didn't catch who that was. So if you're going to call back here. The phone call is 231. The number is 231-7685. 231-7685. So for that person I didn't even catch what that call was about, or the number, but you're going to call back at that number. Yeah, call back at that number.
There's a suicide hotline.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, at this point. I have no freaking idea what's going on here. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now, and I wanted to just make people to be aware of the situation. Have people to be aware of the situation for what it is. Now, going back to my situation, it's been about a month and a half. Like I said, I'm not right. I'm not. I'm me, but I'm still haven't recovered from this. Okay, and I won't for a very long time. I mean, I won't recover from this for a very long time. I mean, let's talk about. I mean, we know, and we get in religion, and I don't want to get in religion. I'm not. More people who go to church are a bunch of hypocrites anyway who go to church and a bunch, make a mockery out of Christianity. But if you believe in the good book and you believe in creationalism and Bible thumpers and all that, you believe that there's a heaven, and you believe that you will ascend to the heavens if you do good, and you believe right, you do right, and you do good things. Stuff like this. Now, granted, I'm saying to myself, okay, my dog had an extra month. Did God, in His infinite wisdom, say, George, I'm going to give you one more month with your dog. Make the best of it. Now, maybe that was a gift. Maybe, that God gave me by telling me indirectly that, George, I'm going to give you one more month with your dog. Make the best of it. Or, allow me to be able to do what I had to do. You see, what pisses me off, and I mean, I can't beat myself up more than what I have, but what pisses me off that these people that are so-called doctors, and we went through this before about in '01 with my father, at SOB over at Henrico Doctors Hospital, the SOB at Henrico Doctors Hospital that did when my dad was going in there dealing with what he was dealing with and not talking over me. We've been through that before, but doctors and as a whole, you have to question their practice. And some of these professions, some of these medical professions, some of these veterinarians have no business being veterinarians. Some of these veterinarians have no earthly right to be a veterinarian because they don't know what they're doing, and they have no clue to know what they're doing. They have no clue to know what they're doing. They have no earthly clue to know what they're doing. Now can I sue the SPCA? And I had asked this question, and under the fact that it's a non-profit charity, the answer is no. Now, if I really wanted to push the issue, I think I could sue. But I've had legal representation that told me that I couldn't sue because it is a practice that is non-profit. Now, I don't know.
It's never a good idea to sue a charity unless you make a big brouhaha. If you win, you will donate it to a better charity that does what the slighted charity is not doing.
Well, right now, and I don't want to I'm not going to get into too much. I've got 3 court cases going on right now, man. It's crazy. I'm not going to get into all the other stuff that's going on, but I have
about the dog, not about the dog.
Not the dog
okay.
situation is a situation, but right now, actively right now, I have 3 different court cases that I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now. It's like July. I mean, it's like July is going to be heightened. I got a contractor that screwed me out. I got a contractor that screwed me out of work that was done with work that wasn't done a year ago, and then I got some other stuff with rents due. I got other stuff that's owed to me that's due to me, and I got something else being done about another person. So there's a lot of stuff that I've got going on.
Yeah.
A lot of rigmarole that I'm dealing with right now, trying to be the vigilante and try to kick some ass and get justice, have justice prevail on my part.
Well, we're here about the dog, Fontaine, and that in itself was a punishment. And getting back to what you said about did God give you a gift of a month? Yes, I think any time you spend with people. I know people that would drive 300 miles if they could see their mom and dad or their dog or cat for 5 minutes in a snowstorm. And I'm sure you're no different from anyone else. Your story is the same as that all of us go through, and it is important to realize that it happens to so many people, and if things are wrong, they should be for the next person they should be done right.
Well, look, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can sit here and talk about this till the cows come home. It's something that's fresh. It's something that I will never get over. I don't think. I mean, I don't think. I don't. I do. Will I ever get another dog? I might. I might get another dog. Not anytime soon. Is this something that I'll get over? No, I'll never get over this. I'll never get over this. I'll never get over this at all. I mean, that's all. I mean, and it's kind of. I feel bad by saying this because I love my mother. I love my mother. I did not react as bad. I mean, of course, my mother. I mean, my mother is my mother, but I did not feel as bad. Well, no, I'm not saying that, but no, I mean, I was more emotional about my dog than I was my own mother. Now, I mean, that says anything right there. I don't know. I mean, I love my mother and I love my mother with all my heart. I love my mother with all my heart, but I was more emotional about my dog than I was my own mother.
Well, the death of a parent, I've heard this story before. The death of a parent is like the death of the past. And the death of your spouse or girlfriend is like the death of the present. And the death of a child is the worst, and that's the death of the future. And what you're going through is sort of like the death of a child, your own child, your dog, Fontaine. And this is the hardest of the three, probably, if you look at it in those terms.
Yeah.
You have to. I wouldn't rush into things. I would let the mourning period, take its course. Over time, you will never. Don't knock yourself out. You will never. I'm not saying you're going to get over this, but you will always remember this, and there will be a time that I think that the love you had for your dog should continue to the next dog, to the next, or find another way, brilliant way to channel that compassion. In other words, you should have the compassion that was denied you from the people you had to deal with in getting the dog on its.
I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate everything you're saying. Let's break this up here. This situation is ongoing in the medical field. You have a bunch of incompetent doctors, a bunch of incompetent frickin' people in the medical force. Hell, you have people in the legal force that are incompetent. You have people like lawyers that are incompetent, doctors that are incompetent. The practice of incompetency. Okay, and when you have an overabundance of incompetent people doing a field, it gives that field a black eye, a very deep black eye. This veterinarian, okay, gives the profession a black eye. The compassionate care unit of the SPCA compassionate care unit, where all the donations are being accepted, and annual donations that I have given on an annual basis, okay, is giving it a black eye, okay. This is what I'm talking about. It's atrocious. There's no reason to rhyme. Yes, you have cops out there, good cops and bad cops. Would I want to be a cop? No, I wouldn't want to be a cop. You got a lot of dirty cops out there, a lot of dirty cops. You have a lot of dirty judges, You have a lot of dirty lawyers. You have a lot of dirty lawyers that should be in the field, and you have a lot of dirty doctors. Doctors and lawyers get paid the most astronomical amount of money that you can think of. They get paid a gazillion amount of money, and some of them are crooks. A good handful of those doctors and lawyers are excuse my language, are crooks. Okay? And yet, the good ones are the ones that suffer. The good ones are given the bad name.
Oh, yeah.
And these are the people that we, and these people ought to be stripped. This veterinarian should be stripped from her practice. Both of these people, the SPCA Compassionate Care Unit, the veterinarian that I just mentioned should be stripped from her practice for allowing her orderly to get mouthy with me on the phone. Okay? Ought to be stripped from her practice. The lady over at the Getting Animal Hospital ought to be stripped from her practice as well. Yeah. This is something of another that is serious. And when life and death is involved, it is even more serious. And when you have someone's livelihood involved, it's more serious. And when you have social issues and people that are suffering, it's more issues involved with that. And God, it fires me up. This just fires me up to no end.
I remember going through sort of an episode sort of like this a few years ago when you went on the air talking about the doctor who didn't take good care of your dad, and someone called and said, I had the same problem with a doctor, and mentioned it was the same doctor. So
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah,
I remember that. I
and
remember
you
that.
said that's the guy. You didn't mention his name, and then when the guy on the phone mentioned his name, that's the guy, and thus really, just bring attention to name. You know, like you did, name the hospital, name names. I mean, this is the only way to. You know, let me tell you, everybody that's professional, or everybody who has any sort of job, has to have some sort of education.
That's right.
to learn it. You have
That's
some
right.
sort of orientation. Sometimes you have to get a license to do it. Certainly doctors and lawyers are that way. Certainly they're probably the most trained professions we have. And always remember that there are the guys at the top of the class. They're the people at the bottom of the class. But you don't know when you go to your doctor or your lawyer or your veterinarian or anybody, your accountant, if he graduated at the top of his class or he's in the bottom half of his class, because half of them were in the bottom half of their class. Everyone knows that.
Exactly. All right, so, you know, this is it, and this is how this goes down. So this 2013 has been a piss-poor year, I would say.
Well,
For me, it
death
has
is
been.
always bad.
2013 has been a real piss-poor year.
Yeah.
For me, it has.
It's a
Big time.
You know,
Yeah.
I can't fathom what, you know. Everyone has bad years, and usually I always, you know, I've had deaths in the family myself. I think it's the worst thing
Kevin,
you can go through.
I got some good news here that was just brought to my attention.
Oh, yeah?
The station wants us to be on every week.
I'll
They
see you
want us
tomorrow.
to be on every week. What do you think? You know what? Yes, and it's very plausible. What do you
Yeah.
say, Kevin?
I-
They want us to be on every week, you know? They want us to do our bathroom humor and our
Yeah.
political satire. They want us to do all of that stuff.
and this is on at 6 in the morning?
This is on, I
Against-
think, at like 10 in the evening.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they want us to do our political satire and bathroom humor and all that stuff on
Yeah.
the station. Well, you know what?
We
We're
know
gonna
a lot of
look at
people
this
be
and-
listening at 10 o'clock.
Well, yeah, and then people
Aren't people like trying to get their girlfriend into bed at this time?
I don't know.
They're
I
not
don't know what
gonna.
they're
They're not listening to the radio.
They're trying to do something. But this brought to my hand. They want to do this. So
As entertaining as we
we
are,
will,
we're not that good.
We will sign the contract, and probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll be on for the whole summer.
All right.
Be on for the whole summer. You know, bada bing, bada boom, and
Bada bing.
see why we can't do that.
Yeah.
And,
There's
you
no
know,
reason why we can't
It
do
is
that.
what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it therapeutic for me to come out here and show my cross that I bear? Maybe so. I mean, I get to vent. And little do these people know who I am. See, these people don't really know exactly who I am. And they really don't know who they're messing with because they don't know that I'm Gorgeous George. And for that, be damned them. Be damned them. Because they don't know that I'm Gorgeous George, and I can expose them. See, I can expose anybody. I can expose them. I can expose anybody that does me wrong.
You're
This
a
is
muckraker.
the vehicle we have, and we have other vehicles that we use as well to get that job done.
Yeah. You know, George is such a big shot that every time he goes to Las Vegas and he's gambling, they give him free drinks.
Well, they give me free something. I don't know. Something. I mean, you can't turn down free drinks. You know, I mean, you just can't do that. I mean, I don't see how you can. I mean, you know, I'm not going to turn down a free drink. You know,
Yeah.
you know? Are you?
Especially when you're gambling.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to be the sharpest attack, you're not going to turn down a free drink.
No, I mean, that's good. I mean, and especially they give us carrot sticks. I mean, I'll take that also too. Carrot sticks, and and they say, "Sir, you've been playing a long time. You want a sip of the nip?" I said, "Sure, ma'am. Give me a sip of the nip." She put her nipple right there and say, "Here's a sip of my nip." I said, "Ma'am, please make it overflow. I was a bottle-fed baby. I'd love to have some milk. I was a bottle-fed baby. I'd love to have some milk. Please give it to me."
Her double D cups runneth over.
That's right. And that's good. That's always a good thing, right?
To quote the Bible.
Was that in the Bible?
A little bit of it.
Was it in the Bible? Now, I never knew that was in the Bible. And what scriptures was in the Bible?
I don't know.
I thought you were a Bible-toting person.
No, just a toter.
You're a toter? Okay. Well, I don't know. All right, we're going to tote some more ELO here. I'm going to be right back in a few.
Wait, I'm only on page 2.
I guess you had your way, yeah. You still have gotta make you understand. I know it sounds a foolish thing to say, but it don't matter, baby, 'cause today's another day. You shine the light on my life. You shine the light on my life. You shine the light on my life. And let me see. Tonight we're gonna run so long. Remember, tonight we're gonna say it. We'll never stop, we got a good thing going on. I know you heard it all before, but I really need you, darling. Every day I need you more. You shine the light on my life. You shine the light on my life. You shine the light on my life. Let me see. Yes, I understand. Can you feel it's right? I know it is. Will you be the same? I'll do it all again. It's been a year now and it's getting so much better. Came home without a word. Everybody said you're so forget. So this is goodbye. Yeah, so this is goodbye. Yeah, so this is goodbye.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again. That was.
You might be picked as a member of Adam's team on The Voice if you keep playing his stuff.
Yeah. Maroon 5. Good group. But that's decent group. That's local. I mean, well, that's not local, but I mean, it's as far as new music is concerned.
Yeah.
The old music prevails as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's
old
like
music prevails. That's the way it is.
it's like a sock hop in here.
You're listening to Smooth Hollow, the hollowness from my belly to you. I play all the smooth songs from my belly being played on this instrument this time. So listen and play your flute to everything we do. All right, here we go. So that's what we got. 231-7685, 231-7685. We got about 15 minutes. And that, I mean, time does fly by when you're having fun. We're giving the rain to go till midnight. I've said pretty much what I wanted to say with this. I'm fighting a cold. I'm under the weather here, so probably got another 15 minutes unless we get some phone calls.
You look awful.
I look
It's a
awful?
good thing you're not on television.
This is coming from a man? This is coming from another man, right?
It's a good thing you're not on television.
Another man to tell me that I look awful. Okay.
You gave your makeup man the night off.
I don't know, man.
Nah, you look fine.
You're
I didn't know
adventurous,
you were
man.
saying you look fine.
Yeah. Well, going through a lot, no doubt about it. Going through a lot of, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I once insulted a girlfriend once. She says she saw a picture I took of her, and she goes, "I've never looked so bad." And I said, "Sure you have."
Yeah. There you go. That's right. All right, Gorgeous George Show. What is going on with the Gorgeous George Show? Well, we might have a show in the fall. I don't know for sure. I might not even go there. Look,
We're on the internet.
Yeah, we're on the internet. We have 2012. We have 3 shows. Show 1, 2, and 3 already up. Show 1, show 2, show 3 of the Gorgeous George Show is already up on YouTube. And we're going to go ahead and get the 4, 5, and 6. They're going to be put up as well. And we'll do that. That's the 2012 season. The 2012 season was a good season. Real good season. For lots of reasons. 2012 season was a good season it was a great season for lots of reasons. We didn't have a lot of guests, but we did what we do and did it well. We did what we did and did it well and got our point across and got our skits out. And we always have the issue with trying to get other people to, get involved. And the female co-host, the revolving door, when we have the female co-host that comes on, like a revolving door, and then they get tired of it, and then they expect to get paid. Well, look, be thankful that you're on the show, and be thankful that you're you're having some exposure. You want to get paid? Well, sorry, you're not getting paid. I mean, we paid Brittany. Remember Brittany? Brittany Ross, who was really good. We paid her $50 a show.
What?
Yeah, I paid her $50 a show, and there was no reason to pay her for that.
Oh.
I mean, she's an attractive woman, but there was no reason to pay her all that. And then, we had other people that had been on the show, and Sarah was great, but she grew tired of it. Sarah was great, but she got a little indignant and got tired of being on the show. So, what can you do? You can't force the issue, So, and it's like a revolving door. We like to have ongoing people that can help us. We like to have attractive women on our show to help us and make the show what it is.
I'm sorry, all you girls out there.
It's not like I'm going to screw these women. And I don't.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's right. I can't imagine that.
I mean, I haven't. Any of these women that have been on our show, I have not come on to them. Have I come on to any of these women?
No, but I have.
Okay. I mean, have I said I want to screw them? No, I haven't said I haven't. I mean, I'm professional.
Yeah.
Okay. And I try to keep a professional way about myself.
This show, so I don't have to be professional. This is all I can get out of it. If
What you get?
Punta la punta la punta la punta.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna.
Okay.
Then that's enough for me.
Okay. Well, now, okay. So let's get into this now. You're bringing something up here. So have you? Now kiss and tell, but you can do it in a roundabout way. Any woman.
I'll do it in a direct way.
All right. Have you screwed any of the women that we've had on the show?
Yes. All of them.
You expect me to believe that?
Would you believe half of them?
So you screwed
No.
you screwed the majority of the women that have been on our show.
No, they've been very nice women, and they've been very nice women. And no, I'm not there. It's not.
No. No. All right. So you're.
I'm being funny.
Okay. You haven't.
No.
You have not.
Am I on trial here?
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. There's a
You are on
time.
trial.
Wait a minute. There's a time to be on television and to be funny, and there's a time for other things.
There's a time
And that's not the that's the time. That's not the time for other
It's
things.
the time to take a laxative, right? Time to take a laxative and be
Well,
concentrated.
I tell you something. Not before you do a show.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Well,
So,
you know. I don't
so
know
what I'm
which
trying
point
to
that I'd
say is
but
I'm being funny, but
you're being funny. So that's
but
not.
but
So
but,
it's
but
untrue.
no, to be to
So it's untrue, and you're being funny. Okay.
let me tell you something.
All right.
The last time I had sex it was last week,
Right.
and I
Sad.
pride myself a very funny comedian, and she said, "Is everything a joke for you? Do you always have to be funny?" I said, "I didn't know I was being funny."
Right. Right. It's like second nature.
Yeah.
It's like, if you were funny every time, your nose would grow. Like,
Yeah,
like
gee.
Pinocchio would lie.
You-
So then you'd be, be funny, and your nose would grow. And I get you.
The trouble is the nose. Yeah.
Well, but which nose? Which nose knows? Right?
You have a problem when you when you walk into a wall naked and you break your nose.
Right. I got you. I'll tell you what. But, no, I have not been as fortunate as you, Kevin. I mean, it's my show. I mean, who would have thunk that? I haven't been as fortunate as you as far as, being able to screw the women that have been on our show.
Yeah.
I
these
haven't been as fortunate as you to not be able to screw the women that have been on our show. I haven't had an opportunity to do that.
Actually,
Not to say that I was looking to.
I got to tell you something. And this has always been the case with me, is that I never used the workplace as a singles bar. I once dated a girl when I was 16 when I worked in a store.
All right.
And it didn't last very long. It only lasted like a couple of dates, but it was never the same again. In that, after she broke up with me.
Right.
When you're 16,
right.
everyone breaks up with you. And when you're a 16-year-old boy, everyone breaks up with you. And I didn't know how to react because I never had a girlfriend before.
Let me ask you a question.
And since then, every job I've ever had, the women have been very nice and they've been very professional, and then when the workday is over, that's when I start looking for women at other places.
So now, when did you lose your virginity?
I lost it in a car. I'll tell you the car. It was a 2013 Toyota Corolla. Oh, I'm sorry, did I give the year out?
Was it 2013? 2013, you lost your virginity. I lost my virginity at age 8.
Well, I think that's your car outside, wanting it back.
Yeah, I lost my virginity at age 8.
At 8, wow.
I didn't know what I was doing, but the girl was a little bit older than me, and she showed me the way.
Yeah.
She showed me the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
I tell you, my life would be totally different now if I became a father at 9.
Well, now, I don't know if that's possible.
I mean,
You
right
think
now,
that's possible?
I would have a 30-year-old kid now
Okay.
if I was a father at 9.
So your father now, the testosterone level doesn't develop at that age.
Yeah.
The testosterone level does not develop at that age. You have to be in your teens, or maybe 12 years old.
Well, actually, I think you're right, about 12, 13.
All right.
And I remember when I was a kid, people would believe anything I said if I made it convincing enough.
Right.
And I see why all these jerks on talk radio, on the conservative talk radio, always make up these nonsensical conspiracy theories, and everyone believes them.
Right.
And I once told somebody that I read in a magazine, and I told this to a few guys, and they believed it, that when you pee and you see those white bubbles that come up in the toilet, that's sperm. I said, and you don't see that when you're a kid, but then when you're about 13 years old, You see, I was about 13 or 14 when I said this. And he said, so I said to some kid, how long has those bubbles been coming up? Like the last year? He goes, no, since I was about 4.
Now, are those bubbles?
And he actually thought that he could still father. He thought he could father a child when he was 4 years
Are those
old.
the same bubbles that we see on Lawrence Welk?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
The Lawrence Welk show? Yeah,
Like
it's like that.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Lawrence Welk.
Exactly.
Also, I remember telling him that I read somewhere that I used to tell all these crazy stories. I remember telling some guy once that, did you know that in China the penises from chicken is cooked and is a delicacy there?
Right.
And the guy said, really? I didn't know that. I said, yeah, it's true. So then, like, for the next 2 years, I tried to work this little fact into every conversation. And he goes, did you ever hear about in China? Yeah, I heard that before. That chicken penises are a delicacy. Yeah. So finally, after 2 years...
I never knew that before, but go ahead.
Finally, after 2 years, I went to the guy and I said, you remember what I told you about chickens? And he goes, yeah. In China, chicken penises are a delicacy. Yeah. I said, chickens are all female. Chickens do not have penises.
Unless they're
man. Oh, he got so mad at me.
Unless
he started running after me in the classroom.
Chicken. They got a penis and a freaking vagina. Penis and a vagina.
Well, roosters are the males.
Okay, right.
And people don't usually eat roosters. You can, but they usually don't.
Right.
I mean, roosters are usually just one rooster in the hen house, and they're all, just like in human world, we really value our females, and with chickens, we have the female chickens who lay eggs, and are the best, cooking meat. And roosters aren't much good for anything except keeping the chickens happy.
Have you ever had a rooster? I'm sure a rooster tastes like a chicken. Yeah.
I think it's a not that I know of, but
I'm pretty sure a rooster tastes like a chicken.
There's something called it's like a castrated rooster. It's called a capon, and that I think you could eat. But most animals you do eat, like cattle and stuff, they are castrated because you don't want all that protein in the meat.
Okay, so like a rooster or a hen,
Well, a hen is a chicken, is a female.
Well, hen, chicken, but a rooster is, it's the same. Chicken, rooster, hen.
It probably doesn't taste that much different.
Yeah, a rooster
I've
tastes
never had
like
it,
a chicken. I'm pretty sure of that, right?
I tell you,
chicken
what I have seen, I've never eaten it.
Well, this is a question we need to ask Frank Perdue.
Is
Frank Perdue would know this question.
I once met Frank Perdue.
Did you really?
It was at the U-Crops.
Don't buy a chicken. Buy my prime parts.
I just said hi to him. Yeah. A big limousine came to the U-Crops on Midlothian Turnpike, and I was wondering who was in there. And the door opened, and Frank Perdue walked out. And I just waved at him, and he waved back at me. And that was about it.
Now, this is the older Frank Perdue.
The old Frank. There's only the one.
Old Frank Perdue has a son, too, now.
The son, the son did ads too, but
but old Frank Perdue, they looked like the guy on, they looked like that judge.
He looked like
Judge. What the hell is that judge?
He looked like.
I don't
Ed
really
Koch.
watch it. No, he looks like that judge, the guy from Vegas, the judge from Vegas.
Judge.
The boxer,
the boxing judge.
The boxing judge.
That guy.
The boxing judge.
Yeah.
Who is this now? What was his name?
I forget his name. But he was the referee. Yeah, he was the referee.
Yeah, he had a judge show.
Like Tyson. Yeah, he was a
judge
judge.
show.
He was a real judge too. that was. I think a judge would make a good referee. He knows the rules and everything. Yeah. But anyway, I used to tell all these wild stories. But actually, the famous story I like to tell is that we were big fans when I was growing up of Gilligan's Island, and I remember one kid went to the dentist, and he got off early from school, so I knew he missed when he got home because it was on like 3:30 or something. Gilligan's Island. He missed that episode of Gilligan's Island. So when I said, "Did you see?" and next time we saw him, I said, "Just follow our lead," and all the kids were talking, and I said, "Hey, and wasn't that episode of Gilligan's Island great yesterday? Did you see it?" He goes, "No, what happened?" He goes, "Oh, you missed it? Finally, the episode where they get off the island." And he was so devastated. He goes, "You mean I've been watching the show for 5 years, and I've been waiting for that episode? And then finally I miss it because I had to go to the damn dentist, and I missed that episode."
Never happened.
It never happened, yeah.
That's right. Never happened.
But
that's a cruel joke. It was a cruel joke. It was also a cruel joke to Thurston Howell. Thurston Howell, it was a cruel joke for him also, too. Well, you do that.
I once wrote
Ginger and Marianne.
I once wrote an episode of Gilligan's Island once that I thought it'd be my entrance into Hollywood, and it was an episode. It was a 2-part episode where they reach their worst crisis ever on Gilligan's Island. They run out of leaves.
Now that would not be a good. That would be a good thing as far as Ginger and Marianne was concerned, because you get to Gilligan and the skipper could sit back there and take pictures of Ginger and Marianne. That'd be a good thing.
No, it wasn't fig leaves they ran out of. They ran out of toilet paper.
Well,
what they used as toilet paper.
That could be
leaves.
That could be a shitty thing.
And then what happened was the second episode was there was a run for all 6 of the remaining castaways, or 5 remaining castaways, after Mr. and Mrs. Howell's money. Said, "We've run out of leaves, we've run out of everything on Gilligan's Island, we need your money right now." And I was always wondering about Gilligan's Island, how come the skipper, if they didn't have anything to eat on Gilligan's Island, how come the skipper never got any thinner?
Right.
Nobody ever got pregnant on Gilligan's Island.
Well, the skipper was pregnant. You know about that?
I mean, let me tell you something.
No, the skipper was pregnant. Gilligan was the father. Gilligan, had sex with the skipper. And they got him pregnant.
You know
the skipper had 2 organs.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about a lot of the misconceptions about getting pregnant. I mean, I know girls that after they have sex, they want to get pregnant, so they'll stand on their heads. You know? Right. I've heard, but the best I heard was I once taught a kid in the neighborhood once the birds and the bees.
Right.
And
now was this a novel you wrote, a book?
No, we got
a novel, a book.
I told you we used to call it when I was a kid, the birds and the bees, and the facts of life.
But did you write a book which was The Night Before I Insulted You?
No.
No, there was a book. No, Kevin. You wrote a book. It's called "Twas the Night Before I Insulted You." We have it on the website. By the way.
Oh, okay.
We'll
read it.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't remember that book?
Oh, I've actually written more books than I've read, so I can barely.
Okay, what was the gist of that book? Do you remember? Was it? I mean, it was about the birds and the bees.
It was about the birds and the bees, and it was a book for kids, sort of like what Bill O'Reilly writes for kids.
Right.
Behave yourself, that type of nonsense. And then I taught this kid down the street about the birds and the bees, and then a bee stung him, and he thought he was pregnant.
Jesus Christ, man. Only you, man. Only you. No doubt about that. All right, well, look, we are here at 1450 WCLM Radio Online. So if you're so blessed to be hearing the velatones of my voice tonight on this station, and you're so blessed to hear my voice on 1450 WCLM Radio Online, then consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself blessed and one of the few that can feel it and feel the movement. We have been told that they want us on every week, so we are going to entertain that idea and perhaps be on every week.
Call the station and tell them you'd like to see us or hear us.
And we'll do that.
Call all your TV stations. Tell them you'd like to see us.
That's right.
We're much better looking in person.
We are pretty much. We have the face for TV and the voice for radio. The face for TV and the voice for radio. You get Gorgeous George and Kaye Lazar.
And the bodies for porno.
But I wanted to reiterate the whole show and reason why we're doing the show. I hope that everybody understands what the show is about. I hope everybody understands the purpose of the show. It was to call out some people out there and educate some people. Education is the best way. Without an education, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that was one of the old commercials on there. that were on TV. Mine is a terrible thing to waste.
United Negro College Fund.
That's right.
And it was Ossie Davis was the voice.
Yeah. And the education you got was E.F. Hutton, my voice, talking to you as E.F. Hutton. Because we all know when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. And when I talk, people should do the same thing, listen, and take notes. So, anyway, but no, on the serious note, that was what the show was about. I'm getting through, and we'll get through. Cancer is, death is cruel, and cancer is hideous. And, we need to be thankful for what we have, be thankful for what we got, because we're not promised tomorrow. And death is cruel, and cancer is hideous. And we need to realize that every day that we have is precious. Every day that we're given is precious, so we should be thankful for that and count our lucky stars that we're here and we're on a mission. And
Frank Sinatra said that if you always live every day like it's your last, because one day you'll be right.
Yeah. But I'm a little disgruntled. I'm pissed off at a few organizations out there. I'm disgruntled, and I'm pissed off, angry at a few of the organizations out there. I said it. That's right. Come on, sue me for that. But that's the way it is, and we're gonna figure out what we gotta do. And we're gonna preach this and bring this home for people to understand, because this is what we need to do. This is what needs to be said. The truth needs to be known, and the truth needs to be said about this topic.
They're not going to sue you, because I'll tell you why they're not going to sue you. First off, I don't think they're listening right now. I think they're watching they're watching a Kardashians marathon right now on the cable TV. And also you can't really sue anyone over the truth. I mean, what?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sincere and what you're saying is the truth, which I believe it is, you have nothing to worry about. The best they can hope for is that it'll all go away. You're this brouhaha.
Anyway, this is Gorgeous George. It's 11:45. We're going to wrap this thing up here. I want to let you all know that gorgeousgeorgeshow.net, we are going to update the website. Note to self. This is the website. Matter of fact, I got to pay the guy. But anyway, website has got to be updated, and it will be updated in the next few weeks. So, reminder that we're going to have a tribute to Fontaine on the website, a tribute to my Fontaine, and I showed Kevin this thing tonight, where we got his urn. His remains have been cremated. I have his urn, and the company in Rockville, Maryland, did a wonderful thing. They took a picture of Fontaine in his in the hat on the website, and they crystallized it. And it lights up, and you can see his picture. And I got that about a few weeks ago. And we're going to put that on the website, put it on the Facebook page, and the urn, his crematory, his remains in the urn. But we're going to have the website will be updated, and we're going to have a memorial or page for Fontaine.
Why does the website have to be updated? What, do you have too many references to President Reagan or something on there?
Well, no, the website hasn't been updated since 2009. So we have to update it.
Do you refer to the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series on there?
It hasn't been updated since 2009. Okay, well, that would have been 1919 or 1990.
Yeah, I know.
1919 or 1990.
Is it that old?
No. But we're talking right now, so it's going to be taken care of, and we're going to take care of some things. All right, there's one Mona Lisa, and there's one Leaning Tower of Pisa, and there's only one Gorgeous George. We're gonna close it up right now. Kevin, you have anything else to add or say before we close this up?
Yes. Be sure to get us at what's the Gorgeous George Show at hotmail.com. That's
actually your email.
Yes,
I have not used that email in a
but our fans use it.
Do they really?
I mean, that's the one our fans should contact. Gorgeous. It's easy to remember. Gorgeous George Show. That's all you have to remember.
Well, if you want to
and Hotmail. It's not.
If you want to direct contact to me, it's Gorgeous George Show 1
Oh,
at netzero.com.
And
Gorgeous George Show,
and
1
if
at
you
netzero.com.
announce that enough times, so many jerks will contact you. You're going to have to get a new email address.
Yeah, well, Gavin, we didn't need to go there.
Well, no,
so.
but what I'm trying to say is gorgeous. Forget what I mean. What I said, gorgeousgeorgeshow@hotmail.com is where our fans. And also, is there anything on Facebook or anything?
Facebook is always going on, but Facebook is to the
It's
people.
kind of
It's
private.
private.
Yeah,
it's private.
don't worry about it.
Of course, your Facebook is wide open.
That's right.
Your Facebook is wide open like
Like
Beanie Bop's legs were wide open for a field goal. Betty Boop's legs open for a field goal.
That's the way we
That's
like
right.
it.
Okay. Well, anyway, so look. Hey, this cartoon lesson. If you had to be, if you were either Reggie, Jughead, or Archie, okay, which one would you be?
Hey, let me tell you something. I know what you're going to say, and
Yeah,
I'm going to say the same thing. The coolest guy in the comics is Reggie.
Reggie, but Reggie was pushed away. Reggie, they
course he
ostracized Reggie.
Well, so
it
what?
was always Archie and Jughead. Why was
But
it?
you want to know something?
Yeah.
Reggie, let me tell you something. The closest celebrity I've seen on TV, Chandler from Friends was a lot like Reggie, and that's what I thought made Friends so good. It was so anyway. I told my sister Kelly about how much I liked Reggie as a kid, and she was too young. She didn't know. She goes, but she knew in years later, and then she suddenly looked at my 30-year-old self at the time and said, "I can't believe it. Now it makes all sense to me. You are the grown-up Reggie."
Are you
ever
Reggie?
wanted to know what? Well, I mean that you eventually.
So you were not Jughead or Archie?
No,
Jughead or
not Jughead and Archie at all. Let me tell you, if you emulate somebody enough, and I know you like Ric Flair, and I said Reggie in my case, you eventually become. You stop pretending to be these people. You actually that becomes you.
Yeah.
You become.
You become them.
You become what you pretend to be eventually.
Right. Okay.
So there you go.
All right, good enough. All right, it's in the books. Gorgeous George Show. We are what's causing all this. One Mona Lisa, one Leaning Tower of Pisa, and only one Gorgeous George. Believe it or not. We will be back. We don't know when, but we might be back on a regular basis. Hope you enjoyed this show. This show was very informational. And Fontaine, my friend, God bless you. God bless you, Fontaine. I miss you very much. I know you're up there in heaven. If there is a heaven, I know you're up there.
Here, here.
All right. This is the Gorgeous George Show. We'll be back soon.
Anyone who ever held you would tell you the way I'm feeling. Anyone who ever wanted you would try to tell you what I feel inside. The only thing I ever wanted was the feeling that you ain't faking. The only one you ever thought about. Wait a minute, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? I feel you. I hope you comprehend. For the man who tried to hurt you, he's explaining the way I'm feeling. For all the jealousy I caused you, snake's the reason why I'm trying to hide. As for all the things you taught me, it sends my future into clearer dimensions. You'll never know how much you hurt me. Stay a minute, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? are broken. A lover's promise never came with a maybe. So many words are left unspoken. The silent voices are driving me crazy. After all the pain you caused me, making up could never be your intention. You never know how much you hurt me. Stay, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? I feel you. I hope you comprehend. I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms. I feel you. I hope you comprehend.
Get ready to go down memory lane on the P.T. Brown Get Down.